Welcome to the International Women's Day Women in Media panel show. I'm joined here with Nakia Oliver. So Nakia, is that the only name that you go by?
That is my full name. That's on my birth certificate.
Oh, okay. So is that what you use as your DJ, your stage name?
Yeah, that's my name. I just thought I'd keep it as that because if you choose like a weird name, then when you get a bit older, it's like... tag name.
Nice and simple.
Yeah.
So Nakia, how old are you?
Oh, you really want to know? Guess my age.
I'm sure you're like 25.
No, older.
26?
Older.
Oh, you got to tell me now.
29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did you not want to say?
I don't know. Sometimes you feel like people like judge you on your age.
Oh, not at all. I feel like as a woman, everyone always tries to hide their age because they feel ashamed to have aged when it's all part of life.
That is true. That is very true.
So where are you from?
I'm from Manchester, South Manchester, Whalley Range.
Have you always lived in Manchester then?
Yeah, all my life.
Did you go to school in Manchester as well?
Yeah, Whalley Range.
Wait, is that the one that Waterloo Road was?
No, actually there was a girl from our school who was in Harry Potter.
That was your school's claim to fame?
Yeah.
We had this girl, she was in
I don't know who she was. So.
Okay. And do you feel like where you went to school had a massive impact on your career choices?
Not at all. There was a radio station there, but I was never involved. So
okay.
I don't think that helped at all.
So how old are you when you decided to then go down the path of getting into music?
When I was 11, I contacted a local radio station and just called them and said, I want to come on. And I was like, go ahead, come ahead, come. And
it's that simple, guys. And what role do you actually do in media then?
So I DJ around Manchester City Centre and London, and I also DJ on Unity Radio and present.
Okay, and how long have you been doing that for?
DJing?
Yeah.
Properly, I took it serious at 23, but I learned to DJ on vinyl at 14.
At 14? So you had all your little records, flipping them out?
Yeah, I've lost all my records now, it's sad.
What, is that from moving houses or?
At my parents' house, I had a flood and I lost all my records.
Oh
They're all
my
like
God.
old school garage, like, I don't know if you know, like...
Was this
when
recently?
No, this was years ago because I had my records. Oh, the flood.
Yeah.
It was recently. You know, I don't know if you remember like when Wiley and Slimsy used to do like the tape pack sidewinder. I had all like original tracks my brother gave me, like on vinyl, and Wiley Esky Boy and all that.
So when you say lost, was the record damaged to the point of no return?
Yeah, no return.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Sad, isn't it?
Oh my God. It's like one of my friends had their car stolen and it had all his CDs in it.
Oh,
like, he never kept them in his room. He just always had it because he had that car from when he was like 17.
Wow.
And he just always kept them in the boot.
I bet he was gutted.
He had a whole collection of CDs and his car was stolen and they took all his CDs and I just couldn't get my head around why.
Would you take the CDs?
And then they left the car.
You're lying.
They left the car.
So they robbed his car for the collection.
Just went on a little joyride and then took all his CDs out. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Nakia, what's one fact about you that no one would know? Maybe your best friend would probably know, but everyone else wouldn't.
An exciting fact or just a random fact?
It can be absolutely random.
You know, like Nando's mayonnaise or mango chutney sauce. I like to put it on digestives or crackers. It's fire. Try it. Absolutely fire.
Wait a second. Mayo.
You know peronaise?
On a biscuit?
Like a digestive.
On a biscuit?
Or like on mango chutney. No, on a cracker. It's so nice.
Oh my God. I'm so judging you right now.
Try it.
I'm definitely not trying.
Try it.
Wait, the mango chutney on a digestive?
Not a chocolate one, just the plain one.
I don't even like digestive biscuits. They're
Try
like the
it.
bottom
What
of the
about
pile.
crackers?
Oh yeah, chutney on crackers.
What about
I love cheese and crackers.
like sweet chili on a cracker?
Yeah. Because
See, you're getting the vibe now. You're getting the vibe.
I guess digestive's like a... You're trying to force this on me,
think
Nakia.
about
It's not happening.
It's got digestive at the bottom.
I don't really like cheesecakes either.
All right, fair enough.
We'll let you keep that one. Okay. So where has your DJing taken you? Where have you gone? What's been your favourite place that you've played?
There's been so many places that I played. Probably my favourite place to play would be on BBC Radio 1.
Okay.
That's my biggest achievement in DJing. But I'd say London has got such a good vibe when you're DJing. It's amazing. Like the people, they're just like, obviously it's good in Manchester, but I really like DJing in London.
Yeah.
Like the vibe you get from people, it's a hype, a good vibe.
So Nakia, you run an event called Kitchen Sessions. Can you tell us a bit about that and where the idea stemmed from?
Yeah, with kitchen sessions, it started with me, my two sisters and our good friend. And basically we used to throw parties all the time, and they ended up being in the kitchen, and there was DJs there, and there was like DJs on. So what we did, people started saying, why don't you put on nights on? So basically the idea behind it was 4 women were supposed to be in the kitchen, as people say. So basically me and my sister were like the main chefs because we DJ, and them two are like I don't know what it's called in like
the sous chefs.
Yeah. So basically that was the idea. Like when we're DJing, we're cooking up a storm. So we put loads of ingredients in. Like the people there, that's the vibe. Like they're like involved in like making a night good. I don't know if that's explained very well, but I think you get the vibe.
No, it is. So you like basically took a very negative stereotype of women and flipped it to make it empowering.
Yeah, that's the one.
I like it. I love that concept.
It's basically like saying women are supposed to be in the kitchen, but we're not. But yeah.
And how long have you been doing that for?
Basically, the night started just before lockdown, so we did like a small launch. We've not got to carry it on due to lockdown, but after lockdown, we're going to push it really, really, really like good.
Okay. Yeah.
But obviously, when COVID's done, everyone's invited. I know it's an invite-only event, but we're going to push it.
Okay. And from a events perspective, can you tell us a bit more about the ins and out of it? Basically, what you have to put into it to get the result?
So before I put on events, I have friends who put on events, and I knew it was hard work, but I didn't realise how much hard work you have to put in. You have to do so much promotion, social media, make sure you attract the right crowd, because there's nothing worse than getting the wrong crowd and they think they're going to be hearing like commercial tracks and it's an underground house night. So imagine getting the wrong crowd there and they think they're going to hear like top 40 dance, and they're not going to enjoy it, so they're going to like slate kitchen sessions. So you got to make sure you promote to the right crowd and get them there.
I know that can be like a proper like hit or miss, because I've been on nights out and people have been like, oh, I want stuff to sing along to, and I'm like, we've come to a rave.
Yeah, I hate that.
To a sing along club night. Like
one time there was this girl, I'll give you a story. I was DJing at a house night, and this girl, she got up on the stage. I'm DJing, she got up into me ear. Can we have some Stormzy? What's that about? I'm like, it's not this kind of night. And her mate ran up on the stage and said, sorry about her mate, she don't usually come to nights like this.
And how do you feel like being a woman has shaped your career path? Do you feel like you've had any difficulties, or has there been a lot of positives? Because we have to admit, being a woman, you do get a lot of positives that come your way.
I would say the positives are you get noticed maybe a bit more because you're a woman DJing, and behind the decks, like people notice you more. Oh, it's a girl. Negatives are if your friends or family member can't come to a club with you, you've got to go late at night by yourself. So say you've got a set at like 2 a.m, you've got to go to that set by yourself. It's not very for me personally as a girl, sometimes it's a bit like, oh god,
intimidating.
Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do.
So Nakia, as a woman of colour, how do you feel the progression in media has been? Have you seen a lot more people being accepted, or do you feel like it's been just as stagnant?
Women of colour, I think there's been a lot more opportunities for women in colour, and I've seen a lot more women on the TV and on radio. I think we've had more opportunities as a whole. Okay.
Do you feel like you've noticed it in your field specifically? Do you feel like you've seen more DJs, or do you feel like it's just stayed the
same? Women of colour?
Yeah.
I say that stayed the same, maybe on radio, but not actually DJing in clubs.
Okay. Have you ever been getting ready for a set and someone's mistaken you for someone that's just attending the night, or?
No, never. I think everyone recognised me from my hair.
They're like, yeah, oh my god, okay, that's the DJ.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to your 15-year-old self?
To my 15-year-old self, don't be shy. Don't like say, oh no, I'm not going to do that because you feel shy. Just go for it. I've been shy in the past in my life and I've missed out on a lot of opportunities. So I'd say, if you feel shy, just push yourself and it will help you a lot.
Okay. Now, was that advice to you specifically, or was that to 15-year-olds that are trying to get into the industry?
That's advice to anyone who's not confident enough to push themselves, or they feel a bit shy. But for 15, 16-year-olds who want to get into the industry, I say contact local radio stations, get your mixes out there, keep pushing yourself, network, and someone will notice you.
Okay. Some lovely advice there, Nakia. Where do you see yourself in about 5 years' time?
Do you mean in life, career?
It can be anything in life, in your career. I want to know all.
Should I put it into about 4 or 5 words, or do you want a full? Healthy, wealthy, successful, happy, and career-wise, I just want to push my DJing to the maximum, and obviously get out there more and just become a well-known DJ.
Okay. And what is your opinion on the progression of women in media? Do you feel like there's been a rise in it? Do you feel like you're seeing more female DJs, or do you feel like there's been a decline and everything's become a bit stagnant?
In the past, I'd say 5 years, there's been so many new female DJs come out. So many. I'd say on lineups, maybe they don't need to mention we've got a female DJ. Why do they need to mention
that's something that always irks me.
They don't say male DJ, but they do say female DJ. Maybe they need to stop that. I'm not bothered about it, but I know a few girls who I know who DJ, they don't like it.
I feel like that's something that doesn't need to be specified. You don't need to say, this is my personal opinion. I'm not a DJ, obviously I'm a presenter, but I feel like there's no need to specify it. I get when you have stuff like ladies' nights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It goes with the theme of the night.
Yeah,
but
I understand that.
You'll have an announcement that comes on during the night. Oh, this female DJ's coming up, and I'm like, what's the need?
Yeah, that's true.
It's she's an amazing DJ, regardless of her sex. Like,
I don't know. Maybe that's to attract guys. I don't know.
That's why I always say sometimes there's positives and negatives to everything, because sometimes that's the hype and everything goes round and round.
Yeah.
Now, I've got another question for you, Nakia.
Go on.
What does being a woman mean to you?
I love being a woman. It's amazing. Like, women are amazing. It's just amazing. I don't know what to say about that question.
It's amazing. Point blank period. It's amazing. Now, what would your female empowerment song of choice be and why?
Right.
No, you're
gonna think this is weird, the song that I chose, but it's not like an empowerment, but it's a song that I really like, and it's a female vocalist. It's Crystal Waters' Gypsy Woman. It's a classic. It's one of my favourites.
Wait, Crystal Waters, you gotta hum it to me.
What is it? She's homeless. What is I can't even remember the lyrics now.
Because I feel like I know it, but just the name of it that's thrown me.
She wakes up early in the morning
just to do her hair now because she cares now. Okay, yeah. I love that as well.
Is it a banger or not?
No, it is. And if you could name about 3 women that inspire you, who would it be?
That inspire me. My mum. That's a question, you know. That's a big question. My mum inspires me, and like female DJ that I could look up to maybe. Yeah. When I was younger, it was Annie Mac. But now
definitely.
I'd say like my favourite female DJ is Flavor Day. She's sick. Have you been to any of her sets?
I think so. I think I think she was on the lineup. What's that place called in London? Warehouse in East London. My mind's gone blank. I think
anyway,
not the one that's been shut down.
She plays bangers, and her skills on the CDJs. Oh my God, she's amazing.
Are you a USB or?
I learnt on vinyl, but I use USB now.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us today, Nakia.
Thank you for having me.